How's it going, guys? My name is TJP. Welcome back to another Madden NFL 26 video on the channel. Back with franchise mode now. I'm using the Green Bay Packers now. As of recording this video, it's Wednesday. And, well, this is coming out on Saturday. Maybe by then, EA will have updated the roster. I have no idea. But what I had to do, and I'm going to have to do this as well, is I traded for Parsons, Kenny Clark. I'm gonna give Dallas 2 picks. I have to take a 7th from them. It's fine though. So I'll give them my 2 picks. And yeah, then we're just gonna get on to simulating after that and looking at the roster. So, guys, 5 seasons, injuries on, not made it realistic. If I say some names wrong, I apologize in advance. It's a video game at the end of the day. Don't take it too seriously. We're just have some fun and bag on EA. Like, subscribe, and join the content. Comment down below some of my videos. Got our socials, playlist, second channel, and main channel, as well as the rules down below in the description. If you like other content from me, TJP. That being said, let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, so as like I just said, I had to, manually do this roster so that it was correct. So that way Parsons on here. Now, I'm going to do the trade, give them the picks, but before I do that, I guess I'll show you the roster. So we have Jordan Love as the starting QB. Halfback Josh Jacobs. Marshawn Lloyd. Israel's up there too, so that's cool to see. No fullbacks. Wide receivers got Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, and Christian Watson. Golden's up there too. Nice young guy. Tucker Kraft at that tight end spot. Left tackle Rasheed Walker. Aaron Banks, left guard. Center's going to be Elgton Jenkins. Right guard is Sean. We've got Zach Tom, right tackle. Left edge Micah Parsons, who they traded for, obviously. Right edge Lucas Van Ness. Defense tackle Devontae Wyatt. McDuffie at the Sam spot. Edgerrin Cooper at the Mike. Quay Walker, Will. Corners got Nate Hobbs, Keyshawn Nixon, and Carrington Valentine. Top 3 corners. Free safety, Javon Bullard. Strong safety is going to be Xavier McKinney. Kicking is McManus. Punting is Whelan. And then your long snapper is Orzak. Cool. And then obviously I'm going to trade these picks to Dallas so that the trade makes sense for them. And it's a dumb trade for me, but, I mean, it should already have been done, and the fact that it hasn't been done is really dumb. So, it is what it is. Hopefully EA, like I said, updates rosters. I'll just take a 7th round pick for them in 2028. And they just get 2 free firsts, basically. So, there you go. Dallas, you're welcome. And, yeah, I'm doing EA's job for them. And there's probably, like I said, there's probably way more, like, other stuff, too, that I'm sure I've missed out on. But I feel like this is just so big in your face, like, big news, that it just has to be, like, addressed. Like, Parsons Romo, one of the best edges in football, who just signed a record deal for a non-quarterback. It wouldn't make sense not to have him on the team. So, therefore, we are, going to have him on this roster. Now, with that all being said, I'm going to see if there's anybody else here that we want to pick up, like, in free agency, just to add to the team. Christian Wilkins, for some reason, is here. I don't know why. But, trying to do something with my eye. Alright, well, we're going to pick him up. Because I can do so. I basically, because we traded Kenny Clark. I mean, listen, if the game is going to let me do that, blame EA. Don't blame the player. Hate the game. Don't hate the player. Right? Something like that? What's that what it is? Something. I don't know. I can hate the game, too. I hate the game anyway. Alright, so let's just get to simulating. I'll see you guys at the mid-season point. We should be a playoff team. Hopefully. At 4-2, which is playoff bound. Looks like our defense has been excellent. Offense has been pretty solid, too. So that's good. 4-2 is not too bad. We have a couple injuries. We got some guys ready to negotiate contracts. That's another thing, too. Parsons, I think, is going to be a free agent because his contract's not in the game. I didn't edit that. But, whatever. It's fine. Jordan Love, solid season so far. 1,431 yards, 14 touchdowns, 4 interceptions only. 70% completion percentage, 112.4 passer rating is good. In terms of rushing, 553 and 5 from Josh Jacobs. Jordan Love, 159. 41 from Lloyd. 391 and 3 TDs from Romeo Dobbs. Matthew Golden, 355 TDs. Jaden Reed, 252, 3 TDs, 248 and 2 from Tucker Kraft. Blocking at your sacks allowed. 6 from Walker, a few guys at 2 and a couple with 1. Defensively, 30 tackles from McKinney. Parsons, 31, 29 from Cooper. 27 from Hobbs, Walker 21, 20 from Williams. Keeps going from there. Sacks, Parsons 10, 3 from Gary. A few guys with 2.5, 1 from Walker, and a few guys with a half sack. Interceptions, 3 guys with 1. You have your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return there. Shout out to the boys on that one. So, yeah, let's get to negotiating and see if we can, obviously we got to make sure. Well, theoretically, I should have Parsons on the team. So, all right, well, we got him. I gave him a 5-year deal. I don't know if I don't remember the exact contract. It was 4 years, but either way, we're keeping him around. We'll see if we can keep around Zach Tom. We'll give him a little extension. Yeah, actually, that's true. Hamilton was extended recently, and I think he's always in free agency. So it's just EA is always doing the funny. All right, he's on the fence. I think I'm just gonna wait till free agency then to offer the rest of these dudes contracts, and we'll try to get guys back. Look at that. That's a 20 overall. Crazy. Van Ness has an option, so that's good. We have a trade offer for Watson. We can review them. Let's see what they are. We can get Lockett, 2 7s from the Titans. Adam Butler, 2 7s. Bigsby, 6 and a 7th. Singletary, a 5th and a 7th. A lot of offers here. Javonte Williams, straight up. Not in love with any of these. All right. I'm just going to keep simulating, I think. I don't know if there's any other trades I want to make. I think we're just going to kind of keep the team as is for season number 1 and hopefully make the playoffs. Currently, like I said, we're 4-2, which is atop of the NFC North, so hopefully it will stay that way. All right, so we did make the playoffs, 12-5. On the Commanders. You can see our rankings and ratings really good right there. Top 8 in every single category. Our defense was phenomenal. Offensive is excellent as well. Only have 1 injury. They have 3. I feel like we should be able to win this game, but it is EA, so you never know with them. Let's take a look at the stats and awards. Jordan Love had a good season. 3,934 yards, 36 touchdowns, 7 interceptions only. 70% completion percentage with 114 pass rating. Really good stuff. Rush-wise, Josh Jacobs rushed for 1,511 yards and had 11 TDs, too, to boot. 313 from Love, and then Lloyd, 179 and 3. Receiving, 1,167 yards, 13 TDs from Romeo Doubs. Matthew Golden, 895 and 9, 784 and 7 from Jaden Reed. Tucker Kraft, 533 and 4. All right. Blocking, get your sacks allowed. 16 from Walker, Banks, and Tom, 7 apiece. 6 from Jenkins. Sean with 3, a couple guys with 2. Defensively, 93 tackles from Cooper, 82 from Parsons, Hobbs 76, 66 from Nixon, Walker 65, 64 from Williams, McKinney 63. Cool stuff. Sacks, Parsons 22.5, 8 from Gary, Wilkins 7. A couple guys 3.5, 2.5 from Walker, 1.5 from Hopper. A bunch of guys with a half sack. Interceptions, 3 from McKinney, 2 from Hobbs, and a few guys with 1. And you have your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return for those that are curious. All right, and that's pretty much about it. So let me get to the abilities. I'll adjust those, and then we will get on to the Super Sim and hopefully win. Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Let's see what ends up happening here. We're going to Super Sim fast forward to the end of the game. Let's do it. See what happens. First blood will go up to us. We're 7-0. They're going to tie it. They are. Make it 7-7. We will take the lead, go up 3. They will tie it up. And second half, it is 10-10. They're going to make it 17-10. We will tie it. They will take the lead. And we will tie it. And they will take the lead. We go normal speed here. 2nd and 5. 6-yard reception. 3 minutes, 2 seconds to go. 15 yards. Romeo Doubs. 1st and 10. 6-yard reception. Matthew Golden. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go. 5-yard reception. Minute 34. 2nd and 5. 2-yard rush. We're going to hop in. 3rd and 3. Minute 5 to go. 3rd and 3. No, we have all of our timeouts. Throw a 25-yard line. We're going to get a first down there. And clock will continue to run. Not calling timeout. We got to tie this game up here and try to send it to overtime. Or maybe even go for 2 and win it. I mean, we could try that. And whoa, that was a weird tackle. But hey. Timeout for us. So stop the clock. 47 seconds. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Let's Let's see if we can punch this in. And we do very easily. That is a touchdown. Is that Mr. Reed there? I think it was. Yep, Jaden Reed. Touchdown doing the stupid dance. So we're going to tie it up, I guess. The problem is, with 44 seconds to go, Washington has all 3 timeouts. They could easily take the lead. So that's the only problem. So it's up to my defense to prevent that and then just try to send this to overtime. Oh, good takedown right there, 24-yard line. For them to go, yeah, they could easily, yeah, they can get in the field goal range here. Daniels, nice pass. Ooh, shifty. They get a first down, call a timeout. And they're at the 35-yard line, so another 30 yards and they're there. And not going to get much there. Just a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9, 30 seconds to go. But they didn't have to use a timeout at least. But they did lose a little bit of time there. So solid defense on our part. They're going to get another catch there. And we're going to prevent the first down, 3rd and 1. But they do stop the clock, 26 seconds to go as they get out of bounds. Let's see what happens here. Daniels looking. Finds a receiver, and they are in field goal range. They are officially there. 38-yard line. 21 seconds to go. And with 1 timeout left, they're going to get a little bit of a rush there. And they will get closer. Brian Robinson Jr. And they're going to call their final timeout. So they are going for the field goal. We're going to call a timeout. Use 1. Ideally, they miss. Zerline misses. That would be huge. I don't think he will. But we're going to try and hope. Maybe he missed. No. Well, looks like we have 9 seconds to go. Ideally, that takes us 35. Okay. So here's the thing. We have 1 play left. Basically. Well, 2. We have the timeout. We got to get some good yardage here. Call timeout. Okay. That's it. So we have to go end zone. We have to go end zone. Maybe, just maybe, a pass interference. One could hope. Okay, or we do that. Great. Okay, well, unfortunately, didn't quite happen. I mean, honestly, solid game from Love. It's just, I guess we just didn't, they also played really well offensively, so our defense, not quite what we needed it to be. So, all right, I guess we have to go to the offseason. That's season 1 in the books. All right, so the Bills ended up winning 20-6. Daquan Jones, Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen, NFL MVP. Peter Gaffney, Coach of the Year. Chris Godwin Jr. Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Micah Parsons. Cam Ward, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Titans. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, Abdul Carter on the Giants. All right, so we have a little bit of money to work with, but we did also offer some guys some contracts. Like, hopefully Walker does stay around here. And he's not interested in courtesy of the Sim Engine EA. Being a JOKE, also known as a joke. All right. I'm going to try to get the rest of these dudes to hopefully sign back, and if I have to try to get back the man, the legend himself, Rasheed Walker, then I shall in free agency. All right, so these guys want to test. A lot of the guys want to test. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring back everybody, but we're going to try. We do have a little bit of money before I restructure. So we're going to figure it out, see if we can add some more talent. What's the free agency class looking like? Well, it's looking like this. So hopefully we can grab some dudes here and hopefully improve the talent of the team for this second season. All right, so let's take a look here at free agency recap. I did make a lot of signings, so we did get Brandon Aubrey, Romeo Dobbs back, Jalen Warren, Bradley Pinion, new punter, Wyatt Teller, new right guard, got Onyemata, Ethan Pocic, Joe Noteboom, and Alex Ward. So not bad, not a bad free agency. I don't have any draft pick. Well, I do have draft picks, but I don't have any first round picks, so I won't really show you guys the draft, but we're gonna do it and hopefully add some more young guys and talent to the team. In the event that the guys that we currently have continue to develop, and like I said, I feel like we should be able to make playoffs. So we'll see what happens at the recap. Show you guys who we pick, and we'll go on to the second season. All right, so here's the draft recap for those that are curious. So we got a few corners, defensive tackle, tight end, and another center. So not too bad. So all right, 6 new guys coming over to the squad, and yeah, let's head on to season number 2 and see what the Packers are able to do for season number 2, I guess. Yeah. All right, let's look at this roster. So we're looking at the team. Got Jordan Love as the QB, halfbacks Jacobs, Warren, and Lloyd, top 3 dudes. Fullback nobody. Wide receivers Golden, Reed, and Dobbs, top 3 dudes. Tight end Tucker Kraft's gonna be up there. Left tackle Jordan Morgan. Left guard Aaron Banks. Elgin Jenkins at the center spot. Right guard Wyatt Teller. Right tackle Zach Tom. Left edge Micah Parsons. Right edge Lucas Van Ness. Onyemata defensive tackle. Sam's going to be Isaiah McDuffie. Mike should be Edgerrin Cooper. Will's going to be Quay Walker. Nate Hobbs. Eshaun Nixon and Carrington Valentine at the corners. Free safety Javon Bullard. Strong safety Xavier McKinney. Kicking is Aubrey. Punting is Pinion. Long snappers Alex Ward. And that's all she wrote. Let's just take a look at free agents. Curious to see who's out there maybe we want to pick up. Anybody here that I'm interested in? Not necessarily off the top of my head. But if we look at the trade center, what do we need? We do need free safety, so I could go after Quandre Diggs for the season. I don't think it hurts that much to grab him. We actually have a lot of money as well, which is good. So we'll get him. Any wide receivers out there we can grab? Jalen Coker. Let's grab him as well. Maybe he'll be on the practice squad, so we'll pick him up. And that's pretty much about where I am at this point. In terms of trades, I don't know if I'm going to make any right now, but I might look to make one at the midseason point. We do have our firsts in 2020 and 2029. No first, obviously, in 2027, since I gave that up to the Cowboys for the Micah Parsons trade. And that is pretty much where we are staying at this point. So let's get to let's get to simulating and see how this team does in season number 2. We are 4-2-1. That is the first time I've ever had. I don't think I've ever had a team be 4-2-1 of my own team. So cool stuff. We only won 1 injury. I wonder who we tied with. I guess San Francisco, because they're 4-1-1. So there you have it. All right, cool. We got some guys to negotiate. Before we do that, though, let's take a look at the stats. Jordan Love doing Jordan Love things. Solid season. 1,654 yards, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 112.6 passer rating, and a 71% pass completion percentage. 505, 4 TDs from Josh Jacobs. Warren, 91-2, 83-1 from Jordan Love. Receiving yards, we've got 541 and 4 from Golden. Romeo Dobbs, 449 and 5, 291 and 3 from Jaden Reed. All right. Blocking, got your sacks allowed. 5 from Tom, 3 from Morgan, a couple guys with 2, a couple guys with 1. Defensively, 54 tackles from Cooper, a couple guys with 36, a couple with 29, 28 from Bullard. Parsons, 27, 26 from Hobbs. 8.5 sacks already from Parsons. McDuffie with 4, 3 from Gary. Onyemata 2.5, 2 from Van Ness, 1.5 from Cooper, and a few guys with a half sack. In terms of interceptions, just a couple guys with 1. You have your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return for those that are curious. I think I am going to make a trade. I'm feeling like making a trade, so I probably will do that. But first things first, we're actually over the cap, so not first things first, because I'm not going to be able to sign anybody. We're going to make a trade, though, for sure. I want to try to add some more talent for the second half of the season. We have the ability to do so. Question is, what do I want? Cornerbacks. I think we're good on receivers. It's like I'm saying. Like, I feel like the need thing doesn't really make much sense. Like, why would we need another right tackle? We're good on right tackle. Like, it doesn't really make any sense. Left edge, we're good on, obviously. Right edge. feel like we're okay on right edge. I mean, he's not the worst. Could use another quarterback. I agree with that. Corners, I feel like we're fine, but I don't mind getting like another good corner. All right, you know, we'll look around and see what I can do here. I might just throw these 2 first-round picks in there and see if I can get myself a pretty good player to add to this team. All right, we have a done deal here with the Texans. 2 first-round picks for Lassiter, a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 7th this year. So we're gonna get some. We're gonna get a nice young corner to add to our defense, as well as a bunch of like little more picks, obviously for 2 future firsts. So I mean that works for me because we need to fill out the rest of the roster. It's good to have those lower picks anyway. For myself, since again these are auto-generator players, I don't really care too much about them. But regardless, that is gonna be it for me. I'm gonna simulate the rest of the season, and hopefully we're in the playoffs again. Should be able to be in the playoffs. And we are in the playoffs, 11-5-1, taking on the Bears. You can see the ratings. We were pretty solid. Only thing we weren't really good as opponent passer. It's 29th. That's not great, but everything else we were pretty good at. We're at 100% approval rating from Matt LaFleur. That's really awesome. Everybody loves Matt. Got a couple of injuries, but other than that, we are doing pretty solid. Health-wise, you can see there, 11-5-1 is what we were. Take a look at the stats. Jordan Love, another good season from him. 4,150 yards thrown, 433 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. 71% completion percentage, 116.7 pass rating. Rush-wise, Josh Jacobs, 1,448 yards, 16 TDs. 207 and 6 from Jalen Warren. Jordan Love, 201 and 3 TDs. 1,205 yards, 8 TDs from Matthew Golden. 1,061 and 9 from Romeo Dobbs. 929 and 11 from Jaden Reed. Tucker Kraft, 536 and 5. In terms of blocking, got your sacks allowed. 12 from Morgan, 10 from Tom. 4 from Banks, 3 from Jenkins, a couple guys with 1. Defensively, 119 tackles from Cooper, Hobbs, 79, same thing with Lassiter. 77 from Parsons, McKinney, 73, 61 from Nixon, 60 from Bullard, so yeah, pretty good. Diggs, 59, 44 from Gary, 42 from Hopper, 41 from McDuffie. Dips from there, obviously. Parsons, 17, sacks, 6 from McDuffie. A few guys with 5.5, a couple guys with 2, a couple with 1.5, a couple with 1, and a couple with half. Pretty insane. Interceptions, 5 from Hobbs, 3 from Nixon. And a few guys with 1. Kicking, punting, kick return, punt return for those that are curious. All right, listen. Do we have a chance to beat the Bears? I think we do. Will EA let us beat the Bears? Who the heck knows? That's why we go to the Super Sim to find out these answers. All right, so here we go. We're going to Lambeau Field. Take on the Bears. Super sim this bad boy. Fast forward to the end of the game and hope for the best. First blood will go to us for up 7-0. They will tie it. We will take the lead 14-7. It's 14-14 ball game. Now we're up 7. We go up 10. We go up 17. They're going to make it a 10-point game in the 4th quarter. We're up 17 again. And it looks like we're going to win this football game. 45-21 advance on to the divisional. Shout out to the Packers for getting the job. D-O-N-E, also known as done in my language. And probably your language too. Shout out to Love. Look at that. Great game right there. And yeah, on to the next one. All right, just had to first and foremost do the stat abilities. Kind of forgot to do that. We're taking on the Cardinals here in the divisional. You can see their rankings and their ratings over here. So good stuff there. Looks like we have the advantage in offensive points per game, pass yards, rush yards, and opponent rush yards. They have the advantage in opponent points per game and opponent pass yards. We'll see if you beat them and advance on to the conference championship. That would be awesome. All right, here we go. We're going to Lambeau Field. Can we get the job done against the Cardinals and advance to the conference championship in our 2nd season? Well, we're going to find out right now. We're going to jump forward to the end of the game and see what happens. EA will have us go up 7-0. They will tie it. And they will take the lead courtesy of the sim engine and make it a 10-point game. We're down. You cut it to 7, but they're going to make it 14. Cut it to 7 again. Now it's 14 again, and we're going to lose this football game. It looks like 34-17, courtesy of EA's super realistic sim engine. 34-17. Not great. I guess it's better than it was last season. Got to the wild card, lost, right? This year, we get to the divisional. So, conference championship, Super Bowl, and winning our 5th final season? Maybe. Seems to be the trend. Bengals win the Super Bowl against the Cardinals. Joe Burrow, Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen was the NFL MVP. Zach Taylor, coach of the year. Khalil Shakir was the offensive player of the defensive player of Abdul Carter. Offensive Rookie of the Year was Arch Manning. Darnell Jackson Jr., Defensive Rookie of the Year. Those are the Saints and the Raiders for the Rookies of the Year. All right, on to next season. All right, do we have cap space? The answer is no. So we're going to have to restructure contracts, and hopefully we can re-sign some of these guys. I think do we have an option on any of them? I thought we did. Yep. Jordan Morgan has an option, so we'll accept it. But outside of that, yeah, everybody else here can't afford. So we're going to have to restructure and hope we have enough money to re-sign some of these dudes, or even better would be to, obviously add some more talent to the team. All right, so I'm running out of money here. I'm going to franchise tag Tucker Kraft, I think. So we're going to be over the cap. So I'm going to be losing some of these dudes here, which is unfortunate. But do have draft picks to at least try to make up for it. Kind of stinks because I would have liked to keep around some of the talent that we had on the team. But it's going to be regressing just a little bit. Free agency should be pretty solid. Of course, it is pretty good. There are some good players there. Some of them being our own. But unfortunately, like I said, can't re-sign them. So we're over the cap. So no free agency again, really. This time, well, actually we had free agency in the first season, but no free agency this time around. Hopefully next season we'll have a little bit more money to play around with. But I actually, don't have any first-round picks either. So I guess I'll just see you guys at the draft recap, since we'll not have any first-round picks. But we should be able to get some more depth on the team. So that's the goal for the draft. And I'll show you guys the recap when it is on the screen. Let's see the draft recap for those that are curious. I mean, it's nothing too crazy. Lambert, Carr, Chambers. I mean, we did get some guys. I would have liked the center, but, we just kind of took what was best available for us. And, yeah, that's pretty much about it. We're going to head on to season number 3, and we'll see if we can get back to the playoffs. All right, so season 3, we're going to take a look at this roster, first and foremost. We've got Jordan Love at the QB spot. Halfbacks got Jacobs, Warren, and Lloyd, top 3 guys. No fullbacks. Wide receiver, Matthew Golden. Jaden Reed is injured right now. And then Romeo Dobbs at the wide receiver positions. Tucker Kraft at tight end. Left tackle, Jordan Morgan. Left guard to be Aaron Banks. Center is going to be Jacob Monk. Right guard, Wyatt Teller. Right tackle is going to be Zach Tom. Parsons at the left edge spot. Right edge is going to be Van Ness. Cartwright at the defensive tackle. Sam's going to be Lambert. Mike will be Edgerrin Cooper when he is healthy. Quay Walker at the will. Corners got Lassiter, Hobbs, and Ball, top 3 guys. Free safety, Javon Bullard. And then strong safety will be Xavier McKinney. Kicking will be Aubrey. Punting will be Pinion. And then, our long snapper, for those that are curious, is the man. Is none other than the man, Alex Ward. Actually, let's take a look at the practice squad. Nobody. Nice. Okay, draft picks. We have that 7 from Dallas. Although it doesn't count, but I pretend that I have it. All right. The question is, if I take a look at the trade center, we do have a little bit of money. I need a center. Anybody out there in free agency that we could pick up? Hopefully, yes. I guess I'll go Nick Gates, just because he fits the scheme of the team. It's not really a huge upgrade, but just for the season that we have him. I am going to look around and see if there are any other trades that we can make, though, because we do have a little bit of money to play around with. Just kind of taking a look here. Yeah, if I can make a small move, and then I'll probably just pick up a backup quarterback in free agency, just so that we have one in the event that Love is hurt. But I feel like it's fine for the most part. We do need, well, actually, we're fine on Mike once healthy. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'll look around and see if there's any trades. If not, then we'll just sign a quarterback and then simulate the midseason point. All right, I really wasn't in love with the trades I was looking at. So, you know what? I'm just going to pick up a quarterback, and then we'll be all right. We'll pick up Drew Lock, I guess. Can I do that? We can, so it'll be my backup QB. And that's it. So I'm going to simulate to the midseason point. I feel like we should be a playoff team again, but let's see what EA thinks. And then we'll go from there. All right, so we're sitting at 4-2 right now at the midseason point. Let's take a look at this roster just to see what the story is looking like here today. So quarterbacks will be Jordan Love, halfbacks Jacobs, Warren, actually, wait, what am I talking about? All right, so at the midseason point, let's take a look at the stats. So you can see Jordan Love's having a solid year, 1,229 yards, 13 TDs, 2 interceptions, 68% completion percentage, 114.8 passer rating. Rush-wise, Jacobs, 388, 2 TDs, 119 and 1 from Warren. Love, 101. Receiving wise, 312 and 4 from Golden, Reed, 309 and 4, 225 and 3 from Watson. Blocking at your sacks allowed, 7 from Banks, 5 from Morgan, 4 from Tom, 1 from Monk. Defensively, 38 tackles from Cooper, Lassiter 30, a couple guys at 25, 24 from McKinney, a couple guys at 20. Sacks, 8 from Parsons, Gary with 2.5, 2 from Van Ness, Cartwright with 1.5, 1 from Carr, and a bunch of guys with a half sack. Interceptions, a few guys with 1 right there. You have your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return for those that are curious. And that's really about it. I mean, yeah, we're playing well. I'm going to negotiate some contracts so you can keep some guys on the team. Problem is, I want to do that, but I can't because I'm over the cap. So, never mind on that one. Actually, a lot of guys here I want to keep. And it's going to be a bit of a problem in the offseason, I think. Because that's assuming I can even restructure. Now, Golden does have an option. So, that's good. But other than that, everybody else is kind of going to be tough to keep. So, it's going to get a little bit more challenging for us. But hopefully we can kind of continue to win. Winning cures all. We don't have a lot of cap room to make trades. So, this is going to be the team for the rest of the season. Let's hope we can make the playoffs in Season 3. All right, we were a playoff team, 11-6, and we're taking on the Cardinals in the wild card. You can see the ratings and the rankings right there. Pretty good stuff. And that's about what we've got. So, yeah, 11-6. Let's take a look at the stats and awards. See, Jordan Love had a solid year. 3,659 yards, 36 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 65% completion percentage, 109.6 passer rating. Rush-wise, Josh Jacobs, 1,279 yards, 7 TDs, 284 and 1 from Love. Chambers, 158, 2 TDs. 1,009 yards and 7 TDs from Matthew Golden, 777 and 10 from Romeo Dobbs, 607 and 7 from Watson, Reed 503 and 4, 330 and 4 from Kraft. We get your sacks, 17 from Morgan, 11 from Banks, 8 from Tom, and a couple guys with 5. Then you get your defense here, 102 from Cooper on the tackles, Lassiter with 85, 81 from Hobbs, McKinney 77, 74 from Ballard, Parsons 67, 59 from Ball, Williams 54, 51 from Gary. Sacks, 20 from Parsons, 10 from Gary, Van Ness with 5, 2.5 from Lambert, a few guys with 1.5 sacks, several guys with 1, and a couple guys with a half sack. In terms of interceptions, you got 2 from Cooper and a bunch of guys with 1. And you have your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return right there for those that are curious. And that's pretty much what we've got going on for us. So that's it. Yeah, we're just going to go on to the playoffs here. Hopefully we can win against the Cardinals. Should be fun. Like to win and advance to the playoffs. If we can't, then, well, that would be annoying, but would be on par for EA, I would say. Okay, so here we go. We're at Lambeau Field. It is sunny, I think. I mean, it looks like it's sunny. First blood will go to the Cardinals. They're up 7-0. We tie it 7-7. And we will make it 14. No, make it 10-7. They're going to make it 14-10. And they're going to go up by 7. Second half, we're down 7 courtesy of the Sim Engine. Now down 11. We score here, make it a 3-point game, get a stop. We're going to go normal speed here. 1st and 10, 12-yard reception. Need a field goal here, bare minimum. 3rd and 1, you got to get this first down. We do. Jordan Love with the rush. 1st and 10, 5-yard rush. 2nd and 5. Interception, courtesy of EA's Piss Poor Sim Engine. All right, incomplete pass. Get a stop here, defense. Nope, this game's over. Okay, you know what? It's possible that we can win this still. So I will hop in, and I will give you guys content. It's going to be a 6-point game. If we score a touchdown, right, and an extra point, we win the game. But we have to score a touchdown. We have to not be piss poor. So can we do that? Can we not be piss poor? Let's see. Good block there. All right. Ooh, tough tackle. Minute 22, 1 timeout left. We have to go 73 yards. Minute 22 with 1 timeout left. Is it possible? Certainly is, but that's exactly what we're going to need to do. Started off there with a 6-yard pass. Right? I mean, 2-yard pass isn't really going to do much. Just wasting time now. 3rd and 2. Need to get a first down here. We need to get a big. We need a big play here. That is an embarrassment, pathetic, and putrid. 4th and 6, not good whatsoever. Looks like this game might be over. Can't seem to play offense when it counts. What on earth was that? That was terrible. Well, the game's over now, so we could just exit and fast sim it since we lost by 6. All right, and I was going to say the game glitched. All right, well, we lost by 6, courtesy of EA. Appreciate it. Now we only have 2 more seasons. We've been underperforming mightily, I will say. Not good. Not good. I don't even know what our cap situation is looking like. We're going to be able to keep around a lot of our guys. Eagles win the Super Bowl 24-21. Jalen Hurts was the Super Bowl MVP. NFL MVP was Josh Allen. Mike Vrabel, Coach of the Year. Patriots, Saquon Barkley. Offense Player of the Year, Defensive Coach, TJ Watt. Devin Mahan. Mahan was the Offensive Rookie of the Year from the Lions. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Trey Gaddis from the Vikings. Cool, I guess. Now we go on to the offseason. We're going to have to try to see if we can put up some money to re-sign some players. All right, we don't have enough money. I tried restructuring contracts, but this is not really going to work. So I'm going to be losing players here. The question is, who do I want to keep? Because it's going to come down to I'm losing a bunch of guys. Josh Jacobs, I can keep. Hopefully he signs this. Okay. It would have been huge to keep him and then also free franchise tag somebody, but I guess that's just not going to happen. I don't care about those guys. And I don't really care about. I don't think Gary's gonna say nope. It's too expensive. I mean, we have Parsons. Yeah, this team's not gonna be very good. We're not gonna be as good. I don't think we're gonna be as good next season. I might be able to keep Tucker Kraft. Okay. If I could restructure his contract and then I could franchise tag Xavier McKinney, that would be the dream. If it even lets me do that. It may not even work. $1.72. We might be able to get him on a franchise tag, and then everyone else is just going to have to leave. So, unfortunate. But, I mean, I could also franchise tag Josh Jacobs, but honestly, it's not really worth it. I'd rather keep McKinney, the defense. So, we're just going to have to find better players, or find players in the draft. Again, not going to be able to use free agency. So, problem is Jordan Love's a free agent. That's why I can't restructure his contract. So, yeah. We're going to franchise tag McKinney. He wants to play for a new team, but he won't because we're going to franchise tag him. Boom, just like that. All right, we're over the cap now. All right, Falcons are giving me a 3rd, 4th, a 5th, 2, 6, and a 7th for a 2031st. All right, a done deal here with the Rams. Get 2 4ths, a 5th, 6th, 7th, and a 5th round pick next year for a 2nd and 3rd in 2030. 5th, 6th, 7th from the Titans for a 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th in 2030. So I'm just going to have to rebuild through the get players through the draft and hope they develop. So don't have any first round picks. I'll just show you guys a recap, and then we're just gonna have the next season. We might not make the playoffs next year, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky and make the playoffs. Who knows? All right, let's take a look at the recap and view the contract details of the guys that we've taken. I mean, there's some good players here that we're gonna be adding to the roster. So a lot of rookies coming in. Some of these guys might be able to make it back as early as next season, but some of these guys may not even play that much. I'm hoping that in our 4th season, we could see what ends up happening with the squad. Hopefully we can continue to make the playoffs, but it's going to be a little bit more challenging this year, that's for sure. All right, 4th season. Hopefully we can actually perform up to standards this year. I don't know if we will. Parsons starting off injured right now. We got Jordan Love as the quarterback, halfbacks, Chambers, Kent, and Lane, top 3 dudes. Fullback, nobody. Wide receivers, Golden, Reed, and Dobbs, top 3 guys. Tight ends, Tucker Kraft. Left tackle, Jordan Morgan. Devonavin Jennings is going to be the left guard. Price at the center position. Right guard will be Wyatt Teller. Right tackle, Zach Tom. Left edge, Parsons. Right edge will be Oliver. Defense tackle, Cartwright. And we've got Lambert at the Sam spot. Mike is going to be Bjars. Quay Walker at the Will spot. Corners, Hobbs, Ball, and Galloway, top 3 dudes. Free safety, Cordell Jones. Strong safety, Xavier McKinney. Kicking is Aubrey. Punting is nobody. And the long snapper is nobody as well. I mean, that's about where I am right now. In terms of making trades, I'm not going to be able to do that. So you know what? I'm going to go to the staff abilities, Coach Central, update the abilities, and then we're just going to get on and simulating. Hopefully we can make the playoffs. Sitting at 6-1 right now at the midseason point, so we are doing pretty solid. You can see the ratings and the rankings. I mean, other than opponent rush yards, we are in the top half of the league on everything else. Top 10 in 3 out of the 6 categories, which is solid. Only 1 injury so far, and again, 6-1. We're off to a good start to the season. Let's take a look around the league. Well, actually, not around the league. Let's look at the stats. I mean, you saw the standings already. Jordan Love's having a great season. 1,524 yards, 12 touchdowns, 1 interception, 73% completion percentage, 124.3 passer rating. Rush-wise, Chambers, 463, 4 TDs, 153 and 1 from Love. Kent, 71 and 3. Receiving, 470 yards, 6 TDs from Romeo Doubs. 374 and 3 from Matthew Golden. Jaden Reed, 330, 2 TDs, 251 and 1 from Tucker Kraft. In terms of sacks allowed, 5 from Morgan and a bunch of guys with 4. You got your tackles, 40 from Walker, 37 from McKinney. Lambert, 33, 31 from Ball. A couple guys, 26, 24 from Jones. 23 from a couple dudes, 20 from Parsons. Sacks, 5 from Oliver, 4.5 from Cartwright. Parsons at 3, 2.5 from Carr. Lambert is at 2, 1.5 from Truman. And then you've got 1 from Walker, half sack there for BRs. Interceptions, 2 as a team, couple guys with 1. You have your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return right there. Shout out to CRC, the punt return TD. Other than that, we're just going to get back on to simulating. Like I said, can't make any trades. We could try to extend some guys here now, like Jordan Love. I'd like to keep him around if we can. I mean, I would hope he signs this, but... Okay. Being a little BITCH. That's fine. If I can keep McKinney around. I need to do more, he says. Nate Hobbs, how about you? You look like you want to sign. Okay, well, he stays. So that's good. Romeo Doubs, will you stay? I feel like on that kind of contract. Okay, you're starting to like it. All right. Morgan, we'll probably get him back. That should work. We'll start, like I said, we'll restructure contracts, but and then I have a 10 million left. It's gonna be kind of hard to re-sign some of these other dudes. Maybe Wyatt Teller will stay on a little bit of a cheap deal. Yeah, we'll get a little 2-year, and we'll restructure that we can free up some more cap. Outside of that, nobody else here that's like too pressing. So we're just gonna advance on, see if we can make the playoffs. Looks like we are if we're 6-1. All right, we are in the playoffs, taking on the Buccaneers, who are 7-10, losing record. So we got to be able to beat that team, you would think. So yeah, we're taking them on. You can see the ratings compared to Buccaneers. I mean, we're ahead in everything, so we should be able to beat that team. But solid season. Only have 1 injury. It's McKinney, of course. They have 5 injuries. I don't know how they made it as a 7-10 team, but I guess that means that the NFC South wasn't very good. You had 3 teams 7-10. It's not very good at all. I mean, we were 13-4, but unfortunately wasn't good enough to it was only good enough to get a fifth spot. But we should be able to beat Tampa Bay, I would think. You see Jordan Love had a really good season, best passer rating in the NFL. He also had 72% completion percentage, 37 TDs, 4 interceptions, 3,764 yards, which is great. Rush-wise, Chambers, 1,155 yards, 7 TDs, 357 and 1 from Love. Kent, 187 and 5. Receiving-wise, Romeo Doubs, 1,120 yards, 17 touchdowns. That's really good. Golden had 1,036 yards, 6 TDs, 703 and 8 from Reed. Tucker Kraft, 497 and 5. And then you got your sacks allowed. 15 from Morgan, Teller with 11, 9 from Tom, Rainey with 7, 6 from Price. Okay. Could be a tad bit lower, but it's fine. Yes. Quay Walker, 99 tackles to lead the team on defense. Lambert at 97, 83 from 83 from McKinney, actually. Ball with 80, 61 from a couple dudes, 56 from Jordan. Jones had a 54, 49 from Eli Carr. Earl Cartwright, 48, and dips from there. And, 12.5 sacks from Parsons. A couple guys at 8, a couple with 5, 3 from Walker, 2.5 from Truman, and a couple guys with a half sack. In terms of interceptions, a few guys with 2, and 1 from J.C. Ball. If you're kicking right there, you're punting over here. Kick return. Shout out to CRC, like I said, and punt return right there. And all right, let me get to the abilities for the coaches, and then we're going to get on to simming against the Buccaneers. Hopefully, we can beat them and advance on in the playoffs. All right, let's see if we can beat the Buccaneers and advance in the wild card to the divisional. That would be great. So we're going to fast forward to the end of the game and see what happens against them. They actually are the home team, funny enough, as well. And take a 7-0 lead. We will tie it. They will take the lead again. We're down 14-7. And we tie it up. We take the lead. Take it in the second half by 7. They'll make it 4. And it's a 2-point game. Gonna go normal speed here. Second and 10. Third and 13. Get one more stop. Fourth and 2. Get one more stop. Oh, they actually kicked the field goal. All right. 1-point game now. 2:09 to go. We got a 20-yard return. First and 10. 4-yard rush, Jordan Love. Second and 6. Got to get in the field goal range here. 5-yard reception. Got an injury on the play. Third and 1. Penalty against the defense. That's good. Incomplete pass. Second and 10. We get sacked. Courtesy of EA. 20-yard reception. Romeo Dobbs. First and 10. Rush there. We're going to go slow. And we ended up losing. We ended up losing to a team that went 7-10. How did we lose? Weren't we in field goal range? I don't understand what happened. Let's... Can we... Did we fumble or something? I'm so confused. Because we had the ball. I don't understand. Did we run out of time and not kick a field goal? That's terrible. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. That is terrible. Patriots beat the Cardinals. Andrew Van Ginkel, Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow, NFL MVP. And Offensive Player of the Year. Ben Johnson, Coach of the Year. Josh Hines-Allen, Defensive Player of the Year, Jaguars. Sear Eubanks, Offensive Rookie, Defensive Rookie. Tommy Cutler of the Seahawks. I mean, we only have one more season now. That was terrible. How do you lose to a 7-10 team? I don't know. That's really bad, though. Really, really bad. All right, I got to negotiate contracts here. The problem is that what I'm going to face is, will I be able to re-sign guys? I don't know. I'm going to try because I can only franchise tag one dude. So then I realistically have to get myself somebody to sign. I gotta overpay a little bit, I guess. So hopefully I can. So yeah, Jordan Love, gotta get him to sign. So if I have to overpay, okay, he's testing. So I mean, all right, that's a problem. Romeo Dobbs, I gotta make sure he signs. So I gotta offer like. Player friendly. Okay, that's a problem. So that's a problem. Xavier McKinney. Okay, they're all testing. See, that's what I can't have. What I couldn't have is what is happening right now to me. So They're all going to test. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Of course, Belton doesn't. All right, everybody else here, thing is, if I franchise tag, I mean, that's fine, but then guess what? I'm 89 million for Love, and I don't want to do that. 43 million for Dobbs, I don't want to do that. McKinney makes the most sense to franchise tag again. Let me restructure contracts first and see if there's any way I can free up some more money. All right, I'm going to risk this. I'm going to go into free agency. I'm not franchise tagging any of them. I'm probably risking the video right here. This is a risk that is going to be very interesting for me. So I need to make sure that I can re-sign. I mean, granted, okay. If I can't get Jordan Love, theoretically I can get, like, maybe try to get Hurts or Goff, and it's not, like, the end of the world. But, I mean, it's going to be tough, though, because he wants a lot of money. McKinney, I'm probably not going to be able to get both of them. I'm probably losing out on a few guys here. So, let's hope that I can keep Love. We'll see. Get him back, and then try to get back the other guys if I restructure his contract. All right, a done deal with the Dolphins. First, 6th, and 7th to them for Ortiz, Stanley, and Bergeron. So we get ourselves another center, Mike, and left guard. We have a done deal with the Jets to get Johnson, Turner, and Hall for a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 2031, as well as a 7th round pick. And yeah, we got a little bit more cap room to work with, so let me see if we can add some more free agents to the roster. All right, so we did a lot of trades, as you saw, a lot of signings. Yeah, I need, listen, I did lose some guys. I had to give Love back, so I did get Jordan Love back. I did add Zach Charbonnet, Jalen Polk. We did pick up Jonah Jackson, Jaden Hicks, Hogan Hatton, Sam Elam, and Bryce Huff. So you saw me make the trades as well, too. I have the draft picks as well, so we're going to do the draft. I'll show you guys the recap. And, I mean, again, I think we made the best out of an annoying situation. It would have been nice to keep those guys, restructure the contracts, and then go after more players in free agency, but just didn't quite work out like that. So, not a big deal. I think I'm all right with how the team is going to be looking for Season 5, but we'll take a look at the draft recap and see what young guys might be able to make some contributions next season. So here's the draft recap. Just 6 picks, but we did get some good players here, so that should be fun. Let's see if any of them can make an impact in the 5th final season, which we're going to show you guys the roster too right now. All right, so this is it right here. Let's take a look at this roster. As you can see, we've got Love at the QB, Charbonnet, Chambers, and Kent, top 3 backs. Fullback, Elam, Golden with Reed and Watson, top 3 receivers. Tight ends can be Tucker Kraft, left tackle, Jordan Morgan. Bergeron at the left guard spot. Center's going to be Luis Ortiz. Right guard, Jonathan Rainey. Right tackle, Zach Tom. Left edge, Micah Parsons. Right edge will be Jermaine Johnson II. Defense tackle is going to be Earl Cartwright. Sam's going to be Lambert. Calvin VR is going to be Mike. Will spot's going to be Quay Walker. Corners, you got Hobbs, Ball, and Galloway. Top 3 guys. Free safety is Cordell Jones. Strong safety will be Jaden Hicks. Kicking will be Brandon Aubrey. Punting will be Luis Hernandez. Long snapper, Hogan Hatton. So that's it. That's the team. I don't know if I'm going to make any trades. I mean, maybe I will at the midseason point. I can make one. I guess I can make one more trade at the midseason point. I probably will, just to add more talent to the team. But for now, let's just go on to the regular season, see how we play, and hopefully make playoffs again. All right, we're 6-1 at the midseason point. The team's playing very well. You can see the ratings right there looking pretty solid. We do only have 1 injury, so we're going to make a trade, though. We're going to try to add some more talent to this team for this last season, just to make one more push. 1,765 yards, 18 touchdowns, 4 interceptions from Jordan Love. He had a 74% completion percentage, 123.7 passer rating. Zach Charbonnet, 4-3, no TDs, 145 and 1 from Love, 144 and 4 from Chambers. Matthew Golden, 568 TDs, 466 and 5 from Jaden Reed. Christian Watson, 418 and 2, 214 and 3 from Tucker Kraft. Dips there from there. So far in Morgan, 4 sacks allowed, a couple guys with 3, 2 from Bergeron, and 1 from Price. Quay Walker leading team in tackles with 41, 37 from Ball, Lambert, 28, 27 from Hobbs, Parsons, 24, same thing with Hicks, 20 from Truman, dips from there. You got your sacks, 4.5 from a couple dudes, 3 from Walker, Carr 2, a bunch of guys with 1.5, couple guys with 1, couple guys with half sack. Interceptions, you got Hobbs with 2, 1 from Cordell Jones. Kicking, punting, kick return, punt return there. Wonderful stuff. And that's it. I mean, that's the team. That's the squad. But I will make a trade because I can, and I shall. What do we need? I don't know. I'll take a look. We do have the picks, though, for 2032. I might as well throw those in there and try to get myself, as good of players as I can get. All right, a done deal here. We got ourselves Clark, Brent, and Whittington from the Raiders to add to the team. So we got ourselves somebody corner and a wide receiver. Last trade I'm making there is DeMar Hamlin for a second-round pick. And that's it. That's going to be the squad. I'm going to simulate to the end of the season, which will be a playoff squad. And, yeah, we're going to hope that moves we made will be impactful for the final season. All right, we ended up winning the NFC. So we will have the bye. We were 14-3. We had a good season. I think those moves did help us. Shout out to the Packers, 3,893 yards from Love, 36 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He pass completed 73% of his passes at 117.8 passer rating to boot. Zach Charbonnet did miss some time. 713, 2 TDs on the rush, 710 and 10 from Chambers, 378 and 3 from Jordan Love. Golden, 1,054 yards, 11 TDs, 1,026 and 11 from Watson. Jaden Reed, 992 and 9 TDs, 437 and 5 from Tucker Kraft. Sacks, you've got 12 from Morgan, a couple guys at 6, a couple guys at 3, 2 from Ortiz, and a couple guys with 1. Defensively, 94 tackles from Walker, Ball, 85, 75 from Parsons, a couple guys at 56, a few at 51, 50 from Hicks, 43 from Jones, Earl with 42, dips from there. 19.5 sacks from Parsons, Cartwright had 10, 9 from Walker, 6 from Johnson the second, Lambert 5, 3 from Carr, 2.5 from Strickland, 1.5 from Jones, a few guys with 1, a few with half sack. Interceptions, 3 from Hobbs, 2 from Jones, and a few guys with 1. You have your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return for those that care. So, on that note, we will go to the divisional. And I'll see you there with whoever we're playing against. It'll be the Lions, so that's the matchup. I'm going to adjust the staff abilities, but you can see their players and their rankings compared to us. So, they have the advantage in rush yards, but we were 7th in that category, so it's not like we were far behind. So it should be a fun matchup. Hope we can beat the Lions and get to the conference championship for the first time in this video, I believe. All right, let's see if we can beat the Lions here in Green Bay. I mean, I feel like we should be able to. Home field advantage. Let's see what happens. First blood will go to us. We're up 3-0. They're going to make it 7-3, of course. Make it 7-6. 1 point game. We'll take a 6-point lead. Going to the second half. We're up 6. They will go up 1. We'll go up 7. It's a 5-point game. We'll go up 12. It's a 5-point game. Gonna hop in here, minute 16. Looks like we're good. 2nd and 8. I think we're just gonna take the kneel. Looks like we've got this in the bag. Yep, we do. Okay. Just had to make sure before I left the game. Yeah. So we're gonna end up winning 20-23 and going to the conference championship. So there we go. We won by 5 and advancing on to the NFC championship game here. And yeah, I mean, shout out to Love. Did solid. It's Shadon Bigby, the quarterback. All right, the Saints are the matchup. You can see their ratings compared to us. I mean, they're honestly pretty highly rated in all the categories. The only thing they're not is pass yards. We have the advantage over them in pass yards, 12th. But that's the only one that's not in the top 10 for them either. They do have Arch Manning, so I guess that's probably why. I don't know. But either way, let's see if we can get to the Super Bowl here in season number 5 against whoever it would be. But first, the Saints. All right, playing the Saints. Can we win? I don't know. Let's find out. Hop on in Super Sim. Can we win? Jump forward to the end of the game and see what happens. First blood will go to the Saints. No, it won't. Maybe it will. Actually, it doesn't. It goes to us. They will tie it. No, they won't. I thought they would. Looked like they will. Okay, they make it 7-3. And going to the second half, it's going to be now 10-7 because we can't seem to score anymore. We do tie it up. Can we take the lead here? We do. All right, we're going to take the lead. Normal speed here for a rush. We will hop in a moment. Yeah, let's hop in now. 2 minutes, 1 second to go. Might as well hop in, give you guys some gameplay. We're trying to get to the Super Bowl, but it's not looking easy for us to do so. All right. I think it's a 2-minute warning now. Minute 47 to go. I'm watching the game, by the way, baseball game on other monitor, so if I'm looking away a lot, that's why. Incomplete pass there. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line. And they get a first down and then some. Oh, they're going to get a touchdown. Wow, they tie the game up. Well, not yet. Technically, they missed the extra point, but they won't. However, at the very minimum, we do have ball. Minute 39, three timeouts left. At the bare minimum, we got to get a field goal. There's no excuse to not get a field goal here and win the game. No excuse. All right. Minute 35, all 3 timeouts. We just need a drive that gets us to a score. That was almost a sack, but it wasn't, thank goodness. So the clock will run, 6-point game. 2nd and 4. Or 6-yard gain. And we get ourselves first down. We will call a timeout, one of our timeouts. All right, we got to go a little bit further here. With 1:16 to go, we got 2 timeouts left. Love looking. Finds a receiver. Beautiful. Clock will continue to run. At the 48-yard line. Again, just got to get a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. We're going to run it and get some yards there and then some. And Saints will call a timeout so that way they can prevent the clock from running off. They have 1 timeout left. We have 1 timeout left. And we're in field goal range. This looks like a game that we should be able to win. Love looking. Throws. An incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. We're going to go backwards there. No, Charbonnet with a great job right there to get 4 yards out of that. That's good. 54 seconds to go. Saints, no timeouts left. 3rd and 6. We get a first down here, it'd be huge. If not, no worries. But Jordan Love, run. Why didn't you just run, buddy? You had literally a first down. A first down, and you had a first down. You would have been easy, and it would have given us more yards. But it is what it is. Aubrey, got to make that field goal. And do you? You do. All right, 47 seconds now. The thing is, they have no timeouts. Just don't kick it too far. And we don't, so that's good. So that's going to give us 43 seconds left in this ball game. All we got to do is win, and then we're going to the Super Bowl. Can we do that? I don't know. It's EA. Anything can happen, especially with the CPU team. They're going to get a pass there, and they do get out of bounds. Clock does stop. 8-yard gain. Again, they get out of bounds. They get 2 yards out of that, maybe 3 yards. So 35-yard line, 35 seconds. 65 yards to go for a touchdown, and maybe 30 yards to get for 35 yards to get in field goal range. Target line is 38, so they're still a bit of a ways away. Clock is running still. 2nd and 3. They will stop the clock and take it down. They get a first down out of that. Now, mind you, they don't have a timeout, so this is it right here. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. 8 seconds to go. I think they're going to go for the end zone here. So all you have to do is not commit. That's got to be picked off. That's in your hands, dude. It's literally in your hands. All right, well, yeah, they're going end zone. They can't do anything else. Why? 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 Why would we commit a pass interference there? Why? Why does that constantly happen to me? Okay, well, we're going to jump ahead to the end of the game. See what happens. All right. Got a score here. 11-yard reception, Jordan Love. 4-yard rush, Dak Charbonnet, 2nd and 6. 5-yard reception, Jordan Love, 3rd and 1. Reed. Of course, we get fucking penalty. Thanks, fucking rainy bastard. And now we have to punt it. Now the game's going to be over because my offense commits penalties. My defense commits penalties. It's just stupid. 3rd and 2. Get a stop. Nope. I get 3 yards. It's like amazing. The CPU gets the perfect amount of yards every single time. Guess you might as well watch me lose at this point. It's over now. Yep. Alright. Nope. I'm done. Done watching. It's just the game's over. $26-20. We lose. You don't go to the Super Bowl. Shout out to EA. I really appreciate it. I really do. Shout out to EA. Shout out to EA. I mean, again, pass interference, penalty on my offense, and overtime. Can't seem to get Josh Jacobs down. It's really unfortunate. Saints win the Super Bowl 21-7. Rashid Shaheed, Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow, NFL MVP. Roy Walker, Coach of the Year Saints. Jackson Smith-Jigba, Offensive Player of the Year Seahawks. Defensive Player of the Year Thule. From the Chargers, Sebastian Morales. Offensive Rookie of the Year Eagles. Defensive Rookie of the Year Allen Whitman. Chiefs. All right, let's go to the full screen, close it out. All right, guys, well, that's it. I don't know who the next teams are, but hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, comment down below some more videos. Go to socials, playlist, second channel, and main channel down below in the description if you like other content from me, TGB. Like I said, I don't know who's next. I'll have to figure that one out. I do know that a college football video is coming out. I think it's Oregon, courtesy of Panther or Poseidon or whatever I call him. He knows who it is. So yeah, I think he has Oregon, and then we got FSU. And then after that, I've got one more suggestion from Pacer Fan on college football. And then I think I'm going to ice, like I said, I'm going to ice college football. Maybe I'll do more later in November or October after I do the 2K videos. But I'm going to try to prioritize Madden and 2K rest of the way. September and into October. So that's that. Anyways, I am done for now. I'm going to head out. Take care. See you soon. Peace.